Hello everybody and welcome. I'm going to be showing you how I did my Chebe mixture. I used a mixture of oils, traditional Chadian Chebe power from Saheli Naturals. And also, this is a first, but I used gel. I use this gel because it has a whole heap of ingredients that I love and that I thought would be perfect for mixing my paste. We'll get into the texture later. So I have a spray bottle of water, a jar of Chebe, that is my dry Chebe, that is a mixture of Chebe powder, and that coconut oil that I showed you guys earlier in that tube. It comes like a muddy mixture, and I'll be using this as my dry Chebe. Right now I'm just pouring a little bit of it into my paste, and I'm going to mix it with the back of my comb here. And I wanted to show you guys that you could be very versatile with Chebe powder. Right now I'm using hair gel. I've heard of people using conditioner, and I've heard of people using butters, but a great hair gel with multiple ingredients that are good for your hair works. So here are all my ingredients. That's a spray bottle. I got my dry mixture, and then I have my paste. Now it came out a little bit watery. Next time I have to ensure that I start with the paste first and then add water as I go so that I could create a thicker paste. Anyways, it still came out nice and buttery, like how I like it on my hands. So here I go, starting the process. Right now I am just detangling my hair. If you guys would like, I could do an entire video about detangling for tight hair. It is a process and you do need patience. And this is the way that everyone should be detangling their 4C hair. It is a combination of keeping your kinks straight and stretched while pulling out the shed hairs throughout the length of your hair. And this just ensures that no breakage happens, or that the least amount of breakage happens when you are detangling your hair. And it also keeps it stretched, which is incredibly important when it comes to 4-type hair, because when it is stretched, it is in its strongest state. So here I am going through and detangling in sections from top to bottom. And in the video that I watched of Chebe powder application in Chad, you will see that they also start from top to bottom with detangling and with the application of the Chebe paste and the water and the powder. And I have come to the conclusion that this is because, as I'm doing my hair, I'm feeling it, that if you start from the top, you could then use your hands to bring the water, to bring the paste, and to bring the powder all the way down to the bottom. And it just creates a great feeling in your hair. Here I am going section by section in this small section. As you can see, I already did one braid. but I'm about to share with you the entire process on this side because it's easier to see how the detangling works, how it's stretching my curls, and how I'm see how I start at the top with the water spritzing and then bringing the water down, and I continue to tangle as I go, removing any knots gently. But the hair is also strong, so you can gently remove it, but don't be afraid to, run your fingers through your hair to actually find the kinks. The most important part here is to keep your hair stretched, even while you're wetting it. Wetting it will actually help to keep it stretched because it resets your curls. So you see me here wetting and bringing down the water, wetting and bringing down the water. Right now I'm grabbing my paste because my hair is wet, and I'm just starting from the top with my paste and bringing it down. And as you can see, my hair is getting straighter as I am adding this paste. That is because as you weigh the curls down with the oils and the butters, it will stretch it and straighten it. But you have to keep your hair straight by pulling on it, like so. It also helps to keep the hair detangled. And as you see, my hands, I am also keeping it like in a flat. I'm kind of keeping my section flat, if you can see it, and detangling. This helps keep it stretched. This is the dry. I'm just adding a little bit of dry. And as I went on, I learned that it is actually better to just place it. Just place it, and then as you see me, I am really scrunching it into my hair and detangling it as I go. Now when you add the powder, it does feel a little dry, so you want to go back and add some paste on top of that and continue to keep your hair stretched and detangled. There I am going for some paste. And detangling as I go also brings down all of the lovely oils from the top to the bottom of your curls. And I just alternate between that, making sure my ends are moist. And detangled. See all that hair that comes out? That's from detangling and separating the hair. So yeah, I just do this on every section. Paste. 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 Dry ingredients. Place it on the hair, like so. Really squeeze it into the hair so that your shafts are well coated. Those ends there with paste. And then I'm just bringing it all down. And the reason, like I said before, I'm showing you this, it's because I'm showing you that you could do this with very little ingredients. People like to overdo it when it comes to Chebe. I think that Chebe is just as any other method for moisturizing and protecting your hair when you do in between your wash days. Usually I detangle my hair every 3 to 5 days and I moisturize it. So adding Chebe is like a no-brainer. This is my effort, or my goal with this is to keep my hair more moisturized between my detangling days every 3 to 5 days. So yes, I am doing this and seeing how moisturized my hair will be in 3 days or 4 days from now when I do my next detangling session. Yeah, so far so good. As I am creating this video, I am noticing my braids are still very moist. Not in the sense that they're wet, but they are like, they're not dry. So I think this is going to be an exciting addition to my regimen, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Yeah. So now I'm just braiding the section, making sure I keep it tight and detangled. as I go through. And you'll see me wetting it sometimes. Yep. That's just because it felt a little dry by the time I got to the ends. So I just re-wet it to ensure that it was moisturized. After each braid, I also wet it completely and really squish the braid so that all of the ingredients were together in there. When I was completed my entire head, when I finished plaiting my entire head, I also wet all of the braids, and then I put it in a bun. I will be showing you how I keep covered day to day at the end of this. All right, I'm just re-wetting and making my way to the end. So it went paste, dry, paste, wetting, making my way to the ends, detangling as I go. And so I don't know if you guys know, I haven't posted the video yet, but I had locks for 3 years and I combed them out. So a lot of my length is because of those locks. I could do a video on how to grow your hair by, yeah, I'm going to do a video about how to grow your hair, your 4 type hair, by using locks. That's me checking if it was breakage or shed hair. But yeah, it was a journey and there is a trick to it. So I'll be sharing that in the future. Actually, let me know if you guys would like to see that video in the comments below, how to grow your hair using the lock method, where you lock your hair for a period of time with 4 type hair and then comb them out to retain the length. Okay, all done, and there she is, looking all, so this is what I look like on a daily, covered, unless I have an event where I want to take out my hair. This is a jersey hijab. I do wear those, or I just wear a regular scarf to cover my hair. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe and share if you'd like. And thank you for coming to my channel. I'm so thankful for you guys. I love you. Bye.